Hi, everyone. This is Ken with Ken's Insurance Agency. We're glad you joined us tonight. We are going to be discussing life insurance, retirement planning, and financial planning, giving you different options that are available, giving you information on those different options so that you can make an educated decision. We will be touching things such as term life, mortgage protection, credit protection, whole life, um, final expense, universal life, guaranteed universal life, um, index universal life, um, annuities, variable products, the variations of these. Um, we will be discussing even 401ks, IRAs, simples, 403bs, 457s. We won't be going into total detail on these as we would in a face-to-face appointment, but we will be discussing each of these, where they may be important, and how they may be important to you and what to look for and how to think. And then we'll give our contact information. We'll also discuss prepaid legal and identity theft protection and how they are important with a life policy. The identity theft protection, we cover that on a lot of our policies just because it's a big problem and it can come with our prepaid legal. The prepaid legal, we have a special reason we offer that with this. So we will go over all that. This is also being recorded and will be posted on our social media accounts. So be looking for that. It'll also be posted on our website. So be looking for that too. Um, so let's get started. The first place to start is term life insurance. And term life is temporary life insurance. Covers you anywhere from a year to about 30 years. Great for mortgage protection. It's cheap. So basically, if you're on a fixed budget, can be great for you. Mortgage protection, it's great because you set it for the term of the mortgage or the big loan, which would be credit protection, and then you set it for the amount of the loan. If something happens to you, then it pays off the loan. It's not really meant to leave something for your loved ones, but it's meant to basically keep them from losing their home and keep them from losing their livelihoods. And basically, it lets them, if everything's structured right and planning, then they will be able to not have to worry about going back to work, but can focus on mourning you if they lose you. You can also, with credit protection, do some disability policies so that if you become disabled, then the mortgage and the bills get paid. Um, so this is the first step. We don't recommend term for somebody that's wanting something for a long term, or for basically like final expense or something where they need permanent life insurance. The next type of life insurance is permanent life insurance, and that's where we're going to spend a lot of our time focused on. The first type of permanent life insurance is whole life. Ranges anywhere from about $3,000 to over $1,000,000. Now, with whole life and the rest of permanent life, you can do a final expense policy ranging anywhere from $3,000 to $100,000. Depends on the type of policy as to how low you can go. Whole life does build cash value where term does not, but whole life, when it pays out, it only pays the death benefit. That cash value goes to the insurance company. So you can lose a lot of money. Interest rates on whole life are around 3 to about 4%. The loan interest rate is anywhere from 2 to 4%. So you're not really coming out with it. The next type of permanent life insurance is universal life. This is a great policy. It builds cash value. Also, when you die, the cash value plus the death benefit gets paid to you. So you get more money with it. Also, it makes around 5% interest. So it's making a little bit more interest. And it grows. Also, the loans are around 4%. So basically, your interest can take care of your loan interest rate and even be paying back on the loan a little bit if you had to take a loan. We don't recommend it for retirement planning per se, but you could use it for that. The next is guaranteed universal life. This is a great final expense product also, guaranteed to cover you at least up to 121 years old. Nobody's expected to live longer than that right now, so it's covering you for your life. Whole life will cover you up to 100 years. Term ends at 80 years old. So that's the different expectancies on those policies. Also, any universal life will cover you to 121 years old and can even go beyond that as the life expectancy grows. Guaranteed universal life earns about 5% interest. You usually do not take loans out against this. It will pay the interest. It will pay the death benefit plus any cash value, but it's not really going to gain that much cash value. It's meant to be low dollar, but to get you pretty far. The next, and you also got a guaranteed issued whole life, which basically has very little to no underwriting, but it's a graded policy. Not all companies offer this policy. When we say graded, that means your first year is just return of premium. Second year is return of premium plus a little interest. If it has a third year on it, then third year is return of premium plus a little bit more interest. And then basically it'll pay the death benefit after the third year or after the second year. Indexed universal life, this is a great retirement product based on an indice, but not invested in the indice with your money. Your money is invested in bonds that are high rated bonds. The insurance company matches your money with their money and puts that on the indice. Whichever one performs best, that's what you get credited. When the indice drops, as we see in the stock market that happens, then you make nothing, but you lose nothing. When the stock market goes up, you make up to the ceiling, which can be up to 13%. So you're sharing in the growth. You're not sharing in the downside. So that's Index Universal Life. Now we got a couple of other life policies, and they're variable. There's a variable universal life, and there's a variable whole life. These products are highly tied to the stock market, highly feed. So they're not very popular other than with the young generation. Um, the younger you are, the more risk you can take. Once you hit your 40s and 50s, you want to start moving to more secured investments. Um, the Index Universal Life is a great retirement product. You can have tax-free retirement benefits with it by taking the money out as loans. Your loans are at 4% interest, and with what you're making, you're pretty much paying your loan off with the interest you're making. The interest on average with them is anywhere from 6 to 8%, depending on the indice that it's invested in. So that lets you know that. Be wary of an insurance agent that tells you you will make 13%, even because they're going with the ceiling, and historical values do not show that. So it is very uncommon. Now let's move to annuities. With annuities, we have both fixed and indexed annuities. So this is something you need to look at. There's several types. You first got immediate annuity. This is basically like a savings account. You put the money in, and basically it makes a little interest, and then the next month you start drawing it out. You can draw it out in a large lump sum, and all of it, or you can get little lifetime payments on it. Great if you need the money fast. The next is fixed annuities. This is like a CD. You put your money in, it grows at around 2 to 5% interest. It's a great product, grows great. You can add on a rider that's called lifetime income rider, where you'll have lifetime income even if you use the value of the annuity. If you don't use up the value of the annuity, then you can have it where your spouse gets the benefit, gets the lifetime income also, and if she doesn't use it up, then there's a death benefit for your family members that you got named as beneficiary. If you do use it up, then the beneficiary gets nothing. And basically with fixed and indexed, fixed index unit annuities, and even the variable annuity, you can have the lifetime income rider. The lifetime income rider is going to cost you about 2% at most. Most of the time, it's under 2%. So it's very affordable. With the fixed index, it's like the Index Universal Life, where the insurance company takes your money, puts it in high grade bonds, and matches your money with their money and puts their money in the indice, and whichever one performs best, that's what you get credited. You have your ceiling and your floor. Ceiling is the max you can make. Floor is how low you're going to go. If it's structured right, you lose nothing. So great retirement vehicle. That's the thing about variable and qualified products. They're so highly tied to the stock market that when the stock market goes down, you lose a lot of money. You stand to lose everything you put in it and have it close out and not be covered. So that's the downside to them. You do have a variable annuity, highly feed. All variable products are highly feed. Even your qualified products are highly feed. There's tons of fees. You usually will see the fees anywhere from 6 to 9% on a variable product, and that's before the income rider. So that shows you how highly feed they are. People with securities licenses love to sell these because they make their money big time on the fees. So they get rich off of them. So this lets you know about the variable products. Now let's talk about some qualified products. There's the 401k, which everybody knows. Self-employed people and small businesses know the simple. So these two, they're highly tied to the stock market. They are variable products. You can lose your money very easily. Not very good investments. Even most of your big time investors say these are dead, that they don't know why people still use them. So we at Kansas Insurance Agency try to move people away from them if they will let us. Then you have for teachers the 403B and 457. These are annuities. They are special types of annuities. We won't get into too much detail on them, but they can be great investments. But most of the time, the people coming in to market these are variable people, and they're selling variable products, and then they don't manage them for the people, and they're not there to answer the people's questions. So the teachers get very upset with this. And we are working on our 403B and 457 certification. So we hope to soon be offering those, and we'll be offering them on a fixed basis, which will also be there for our clients and help them and answer any questions they have and review with them as often as they want. This gives you some information on all the different types of products that's used in life insurance and retirement planning and financial planning. But also, you may want to name a child as a beneficiary on like a life policy or on an annuity. But this can't be done because the child is, if he's a juvenile or younger, cannot legally sign the papers to accept the payment. So the insurance company can't pay it to them because they can't be released financially from their obligation. So what can you do? Well, you can get a trust set up, and we have an affordable way to get a trust set up. So we're fixing to show that to you now.
Every year, over 10 million people have their identity stolen. Take control of your identity with ID Shield. ID Shield monitors your personal information, such as your social security number, credit and debit card numbers, and social media accounts. We watch across the internet, including black market websites, government databases, and court records. We even provide child monitoring and monthly credit score tracking, which you can track right on the ID Shield mobile app. If any discrepancies with your identity are found, you'll receive an alert. If your identity's been stolen, a dedicated team of licensed private investigators are there at the touch of a button 24/7 to restore your identity. ID Shield also provides a password manager so you can generate and store strong passwords to further shield yourself from identity theft. And ID Shield even has a $5 million service guarantee, which means if identity theft happens, we'll do whatever it takes for as long as it takes to restore your identity. Shield yourself and your family from identity theft and put a licensed private investigator in the palm of your hand with ID Shield.
Welcome to this special webinar presentation on learning more about how you can protect and empower your family with Legal Shield and ID Shield. When you think of the legal profession, what words come to mind? Words like expensive, unresponsive, and unaccountable are often associated with the legal industry. What Legal Shield has simply done is we have become the disruptive innovators in the legal industry. We have made it simpler, easier, and more affordable for your family to access the legal services that you need when you need them. When you think of other disruptive innovators, what companies come to mind? Maybe companies like Netflix, Uber, and Amazon. These companies all came into very established industries and in a few short years changed the way that consumers shop and look at those industries by making it simpler and easier for you to access those services. In the same way, Legal Shield has done that with the legal industry by making it affordable, accountable, and responsive to your legal needs. Legal Shield was established in 1972. We currently protect over 4.6 million lives all across North America, and we have a dedicated network of quality law firms in all 50 states and 4 Canadian provinces. Legal Shield has been featured in Forbes, Yahoo Finance, CNBC, and Bloomberg about the great work that we're doing to revolutionize the legal industry. So how does Legal Shield work? Well, ask yourself these questions. Have you ever signed a contract or document? Had a landlord or tenant issue? Been overcharged for a repair or treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever received a traffic ticket? When is the last time you updated your will? Have you been involved in a real estate transaction or maybe rented an apartment? Have you been the victim of identity theft or heard about all of the data breaches that are happening? Have you been concerned about your own child's identity? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you can definitely benefit from being a member of Legal Shield and ID Shield. With Legal Shield, we put all of the legal services that your family needs right at your fingertips. Simply download the Legal Shield member app to your smartphone and then tap the app when you want to talk to your provider law firm to get personal legal advice on an unlimited number of issues. Your Legal Shield attorneys can also write letters and make phone calls on your behalf. I know in my life, over the last 22 years that I've been a Legal Shield member, I've had letters and phone calls made on our behalf many times. Actually, one of the cases that just happened recently was 3 or 4 months ago when I was owed a $1,650 security deposit. And after arguing with the other party for about 30 days, I finally got $1,000 of that security deposit, but I was still owed $650. I contacted my Legal Shield provider law firm. They had a letter sent on my behalf, and about 2 weeks later, I got the other $650 that I was owed. A few years ago, we were taking the family to Hawaii on vacation, and a major airline stranded us at an airport for an entire day because of a mechanical issue on the plane. We got to the resort a day late, missed out on $350 deposit we had on that first night at the resort, and also an excursion that we had scheduled for that first day. I contacted the airline when we got home and asked if there was anything they could do for us because of the mechanical issue they had. And I was told there was nothing they could do, but they were sorry and to please fly them again. But I contacted my Legal Shield provider law firm, had them send a letter to that same airline. About 11 days later, I received an apology letter and 4 free tickets to use anywhere in North America. That was about $1,600 in tickets that we received because my attorney wrote that letter. Paid for my membership for over 6 or 7 years with just that one letter. We're also going to help you with contract and document review. few months ago, I purchased a boat. I had all this finance paperwork I had to sign for the boat purchase, and I knew what it said, or I knew what I thought it said, but I thought it's probably a smart thing to do to have my attorney review all this paperwork for me, make sure that everything I think is in the document is actually what it says. So I sent that off to my provider law firm. They reviewed it for me. It just gave me the peace of mind of knowing that I knew exactly what I was signing. The contract and document review is also provided through your Legal Shield membership. We're also going to help you with IRS audit assistance, civil trial defense services if you're named as a plaintiff in a lawsuit with pretrial and trial time. We're also going to help you with family and domestic services. Now, there is a 90-day waiting period on this particular part of our membership. Items like uncontested divorce, uncontested separation, name change, and even adoption are covered through your Legal Shield membership. Another area of our plan that is very valuable is help with moving traffic violations. Now, we don't fix tickets, but I think we would all agree that if you have an attorney help you or even represent you on that moving traffic violation, then a lot better things will probably happen than you or I trying to do this on our own. I can tell you in my family, we've had a few examples over the last years where the attorneys have helped represent us on a moving traffic violation. The most recent, I received a traffic ticket about 1,000 miles away from home while I was on business. And it was just that peace of mind of knowing that while I was back home, I had an attorney in that jurisdiction 1,000 miles away representing me on that moving traffic violation, trying to keep the points off my record so my insurance rates aren't going through the roof. We make it very easy with your Legal Shield membership. You take out your member app, take a picture of that ticket, submit it to your law firm, and you'll get contacted, start getting help with that moving traffic violation. We're also going to help you with your will preparation. This includes your wills, your living will, your healthcare power of attorney, and your durable power of attorney. Let me ask you a question. When's the last time you updated your will? If the answer is, I don't have a will, or it's been a very long time, then this is one of the simplest, easiest, and most affordable ways that you could ever get all of these documents prepared for you and your family. With your Legal Shield membership, we'll prepare all of these estate documents, your will, living will, healthcare power of attorney, and durable power of attorney, and update them every year for you at no additional cost. We have many different ways for you to fill out the will questionnaire to get this process started, but the bottom line is it's very simple to do, and we can do it for you right away as a Legal Shield member. We also give you access to your attorneys 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for emergency situations. Now, we hope these never happen, and certainly this is one of those areas of our membership that I would rather have it and never need it than need it and not have it. But when you need emergency access to your attorney, you have that through your Legal Shield membership. Anything we did not discuss over the last few minutes will be handled right here under our 25% preferred member discount. So all of the areas of our membership that we just talked about are included in your membership, and you do not pay any extra for those services. But if you do have a contested adoption, a contested divorce, bankruptcy, child custody, or any other type of legal situation, you can still save a lot of money and have quality legal representation with your Legal Shield membership under our 25% preferred member discount. Another great benefit of being a Legal Shield member is member perks, where we give you discounts at hundreds of businesses all across North America just because you're a Legal Shield member. Just last year, my family saved over $600 with member perks, which was more than our membership cost us for the entire year. We saved on buying flowers and sending them for someone's birthday. We saved at Universal Studios to go see a show. We saved at Busch Gardens. We saved at the movie theaters. We saved when we traveled. All of these discounts available for our Legal Shield members. Make sure you check out member perks and get full utilization of these tremendous benefits. So who's covered by your Legal Shield plan? Your entire family. You, your spouse or domestic partner, any never married dependent children under the age of 26 living at home or full-time students, dependent children under the age of 18 for whom the member is the legal guardian, and any physically or mentally disabled children living at home regardless of age. On top of our tremendous legal protection, we also have another program called ID Shield. And with all of the recent data breaches, we all know that there's a huge problem that everyone faces today, and that is identity theft. The bottom line is criminals don't want your money, they want your identity. Because with your identity, they can file your tax returns and take a refund check that wasn't theirs, or file medical claims, Social Security claims, get new lines of credit, Maybe even get a new driver's license with their picture with all of your information, or even commit a crime in your name. The bottom line with identity theft is that you are guilty until proven innocent. With your ID Shield plan, we are going to monitor everything that matters. We're going to monitor your credit score, your social security number, your passport, driver's license, medical ID, your email accounts. We're going to monitor your loans, credit cards, and bank accounts. And we're going to monitor those black market sites where your information is being sold on the dark web. We're going to monitor your social media accounts to make sure that there's not personal information being shared that shouldn't be. We're even going to give you access to ID Shield Vault, which is a password manager that keeps your login information secure and takes the hassle out of managing multiple passwords. But not only are you going to have monitoring, you're also going to have a comprehensive restoration service where you will have a licensed private investigator do whatever it takes, as long as it takes, to restore your identity to its pre-theft status should you become a victim of identity theft. And this includes a $5 million service guarantee. So not only do you have a very robust monitoring program, but also complete restoration and comprehensive restoration should you be a victim of identity theft. So how much do these two great services cost? Well, the price is only $49.90 for a family. That's $24.95 for the legal plan each month and $24.95 for ID Shield. If you're an individual, both of these plans is $34.90 per month. By the way, if you own a small business, make sure you talk to the person that invited you to this presentation and find out more about the suite of products that we have to protect and grow your small business as well. So what are the steps to becoming a member of Legal Shield and ID Shield and protecting and empowering your family? Well, number one, get together with a person that put you on this presentation, and they can get you some basic information and get you enrolled right away. Number two is just download the mobile apps right to your smartphone, create your login and password so that you have easy access to your membership benefits. Number three, contact your provider law firm immediately with a legal question you may have, or contact them to start updating and preparing your wills right away. Get immediate use and benefits from your Legal Shield and ID Shield membership. And also start saving with member perks. Make sure you understand how to access those discounts and start saving right away to get full benefit from your Legal Shield and ID Shield membership. So thank you for taking this opportunity to watch this presentation today and get together with a person that invited you to this presentation to learn more about how you can protect and empower your family with Legal Shield and ID Shield.
These people are living the dream from the enviable comfort of their designated work areas. But if something unfortunate were to occur and they didn't have a will, do you know what would happen?
What?
Well, deciding what would happen to their bank accounts, their real estate, their little tiny bobblehead thingy collections, it would all be distributed according to the laws of their state or province.
That's unfair.
No, it's extremely unfair. Your assets at the mercy of some cold, unfeeling statutory formula? That sounds horrible. It is. That's why will preparation is of the utmost importance. And it's easy, because will preparation by a lawyer is part of your Legal Shield membership. The Prepare Your Will questionnaire in the mobile app will help you figure out what's important to you.
I figure no need to spend money on a will. I'll just write it out and stick it in the fire safe.
Oh yeah, that'll work. Because kids always agree on everything. Plus, like I said, it's included in the monthly membership.
Right now, it's just me and the cats. I need to be clear. What should happen if I'm not able to make my own healthcare decisions?
Well, that could be covered by a living will and a healthcare power of attorney. And the will would take care of the cats. Get a pull?
Took care of my will years ago, but I probably need to get it updated again. My folk vinyl collection cannot end up in the wrong hands.
Well, Legal Shield can review and update your will yearly if you like.
Really?
What would happen to my Instagram and all my followers?
Start with the Prepare Your Will questionnaire in the Legal Shield mobile app. Your information will be sent directly to a lawyer to prepare your will. Simple. And you won't have to leave what's most important to you in the hands of bureaucrats.
Okay. And I want to let you know with the will, if you have children, then you can get a trust set up for those children also as part of the estate planning. So, at least in most states. So, that is an extra benefit. That covers everything for our life insurance and retirement planning and financial planning. If you found this of interest, please share it on to your friends on social media. Also, if you wish to contact us, we do offer free policy reviews, free quotes. We will sit down and offer free education. So give us a call. Our number is 662-292-6271. Again, that number is 662-292-6271. Or go to our website, KenSuranceAgency.net, and you can request a quote off of our website or request an appointment off of our website, and we'll be glad to sit down with you and go over things, give you the policy reviews, and help you. Thank you, and look forward to hearing from you.